Aita for not wanting to do anything for my in-laws anymore. I am 34M and have been married for 3 years. My wife and I have known each other since we were 8 and have been best friends since then. We decided to get married after becoming very close in 2020 after I helped her get out of a bad and difficult relationship. I have loved her for most of my life but never acted on it because I didn't want to ruin our friendship. Her breakup, COVID-19 and the lockdown brought us closer, and I finally managed to tell her how I truly felt and how I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. She said she felt the same, and we decided to get married. We got married in January 2022. Life was good. We lived with our parents as we moved to the town where they lived, and were just restarting our lives and businesses. 6 months into the marriage, we realized something was amiss. We had been having issues with sex. My problem is that love and intimacy are what make me want to have sex, but for her, it's that leads to intimacy. We fought and argued, but we always eventually resolved things. 5 months ago, I found out my wife had been unfaithful to me with a colleague. They had been having an affair for 3 weeks. When I confronted her, she said it was nothing emotional, just superficial and infatuation. She also told me nothing physical happened between them, but the stories didn't match, so I got her drunk and probed a bit more. She then confessed 3 things. She would never be in love again with anyone after her last difficult relationship. That side of her died with that relationship. She was never in love with me and just married me because it was the right thing to do at the time. She never told me this because she didn't think it was important, as she did love and care for me as a best friend, and that would never change. She believed we could have a marriage based on that. She developed feelings for the guy she was having an affair with and fell in love with. The third point didn't match the first, which made me realize it was just me she didn't love that way. She will always see me as nothing more than a friend. Side note, her mother is very intrusive and involves herself in our life a lot. I always did things for my in-laws, even when it meant sacrificing my own plans. I cooked, drove them around, took them shopping, helped with house tasks, and took them to the movies, dinners, etc. After the affair came out, we moved out of her parents' house and got our own place. Since moving, I've made a conscious effort to not see her parents much. Even so, they still demand we visit them twice a week, spend time with them, attend family gatherings, etc. My wife and I did talk about separation or divorce, but she wants to do neither. She asked for time, saying we should work on our marriage during that time. It's now been 2 months since that confrontation. Our sexual and physical intimacy issues have been completely resolved. But when I asked her if she felt any different if she had started falling in love with me, she responded, "It's too soon to have these expectations from me. I feel like I'm being swindled again. I've developed major insecurities about myself, my confidence, and my physical appearance. I feel unlovable and unwanted. I've been low-key depressed, but have had to keep smiling because we haven't told anyone about our situation besides her parents. I no longer feel like doing small gestures for my wife, trying to be actually present with someone I love so much, knowing for a fact that she doesn't feel the same, makes me feel like I'm cheating myself into believing something that doesn't exist. Just to avoid going mental, I refuse to do anything for her family anymore because I feel like their expectations are too high. Now, my wife and her family think I'm selfish, have no family values, and have become a bad person because I no longer want to be around her family or help out. So AITA for not wanting to do anything for my in-laws anymore?